Good morning, Senior Stoner fan. Just a real Senior Stoner back at you. Well, I made it to Friday. It's Friday morning, everybody. And I'm really glad a lot of you liked the live session. I'll do that again today and see if I can get better at it. We're going to have our Car to E-Rig dab of the day, and I'm not going to forget to do the dab. But before we start with our dab, I want to set the table a little bit. It's a weekend again. We've been through this so many times, and it's going to happen again. There are things that involve people I love. I want to see them. My son, my daughter. Which means I have to go out to like restaurants and stuff. And there's been a terrible situation that's happened over the last 10 days, and it's really been difficult to do things like that. But here's the but. You've got to make the decision. You've got to decide where you're going to use your spoons. You know, are you going to use them at the park during the day? Are you going to use them driving around during the day? Are you going to use, during the day and during the week? Or are you going to try to save them for the weekend? Here's the only challenge with that. I used to think that if I didn't do things today and rested tomorrow, I could go do everything. That's a flawed way of thinking. You can't catch up. You can't owe yourself less pain. What happens is you have to manage every day the same way. And that's what I haven't been able to master. I talk about it. I say, let's get in front of it. But by the time I've talked about it, I'm behind it, if that makes any sense. Even today, talking about the weekend, it really doesn't matter what I think of now for tomorrow and for Sunday, because it's going to happen again. And it's going to be like, well, how do you feel today? And can you do it or can't you do it? And then you're going to think you can, but you really can't. So I guess what I'm trying to say is somehow there's got to be a governor. There used to be a school bus at my sleepaway camp. And I used to say, go faster to the driver. And the driver looked back at me and he said, there's a thing called a governor on this thing. Stop yelling at me. The governor wouldn't let it go faster than 50 miles an hour. It was in the engine. So there's governors. There's reasons why people are people and have limits. I think I've been pushing the limit. I'm not sure. I might have been pushing the limit of how the fine line is, if that makes any sense. For example, rest and you can do more on the weekend. So take 2 days and rest, cut it off right here, and then no rest of the weekend you'll be fine. Flawed thinking. Flawed thinking. If an airplane has a smooth flight today from Newark to Florida, does that mean it's going to be a smooth flight tomorrow? It's dependent on the atmosphere that day. So I think I have to become cognizant and at least understand that the thinking I have about saving up my strength and, wow, I have extra strength here, so no problem. That's flawed thinking. You need to figure out that what you're going to do is going to hurt you. It's not going to hurt you any less or any more because you didn't do anything the day before. It is specifically situational. So you're not going to be able to say to yourself, hey, you know what? If I sit home today, I can go wild tomorrow. Flawed thinking. I am here to tell you it's flawed thinking. It's good thinking, but in practice, it don't work. Because if you save all your stuff on Thursday and Friday and do a lot on Saturday, on Sunday, you won't be able to walk. It's the way it is, man. So I think what has to happen when we look at the way it is versus the way we want it to be, we got to look at the way it is. Cheers. We have to come to grips. Excuse me. We have to come to grips with what the situation is. Certainly, you can talk about how to manage the situation that you've got. What is the current situation? And then what will you be doing? And what do you think that will yield in the next situation? You can't say, here's the situation. If we don't do anything today, that'll be the same situation tomorrow. If we don't do anything then, it'll be the same situation tomorrow. It's not. It's a moving target. The situation changes. That's the answer. That's the truth. So I've got to stop fooling myself. And I think all of us who look at it that way have to look at it a different way now. You can't steal from Peter to pay Paul with the human body. It just don't work. The pain is the pain. You can't say, hey, if I save all my pain from today and can I have double pain tomorrow? Or if I save all my pain today, will I have less pain tomorrow? It's situational. It's situational. Every day is another day in the cycle of pain, unfortunately. When the body wakes up and you come out of your fog from sleep and start to take stock of your body is when it starts. And when it goes to bed is when you pass out. That's when it stops. So let's see if we can change the paradigm and look at it differently. And maybe, just maybe, we won't be so disappointed. That's what this one's about. Let's set ourselves a realistic goal so we don't get disappointed and frustrated. Every day is an individual day. You can't save pain from day to day. This is the Real Senior Stoner. Cheers, everybody. Have a great day.